Good morning. I just wanted to do this beautiful video, which was going to be a live, but so for some reason I am not able to live at the moment, and I didn't want to put it up. I wanted to get in here. I wanted to start activating the energy. I wanted to get into this beautiful space so that we can really start building the momentum. So first of all, welcome to the inner sanctuary. I am so unbelievably excited for this space. And this space came to me when I was on honeymoon about 7 years ago, and I've really wanted to build it ever since. And I kept waiting for the right moment, the right space, just the right. And I really wanted to make this so it was a group of really beautiful, powerful leaders that came in and shared all their medicine and magic, which is what it's going to absolutely grow to. This place here, I have activated and started and sharing with you as the start of this beautiful transition into what's going to be absolutely magical. And I just didn't want to wait any longer. I really didn't. So I want to welcome you all here. If you are new to me, you may not know much about me. My name used to be Leisa Nadler, and then I changed it, got married, and finally, after about 7 years of marriage, went, well, I really wanted to embody my marriage and my claim my surname, the beautiful Tindal. Um, and I've sort of delved in a lot of different things. I started out first going really, really deep into the mindset and understanding why people do what they do. And then I moved and progressed into self-love. And then I moved again. And as we're growing and evolving and shifting and healing, we really do move the work that we do. Right now, I'm really solid. Like I feel like I've really come home. And this is the part that I want to help you with is really coming home because it is an absolute in job. It's an inside job. It's if you're looking external, then you've lost it, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, we can learn and we can share and we can grow from externally, but the real medicine is in here. And we are on this earth. Yeah, we're on this earth for joy, for pleasure, for play, for all that sort of thing. But we are actually here to remember, to remember. Remember who we are, remember our gifts, remember our purpose, remember our passion, remember our worthiness, remember it all. And I've really been progressing into the oracle of the body work because that's the inner work. It's the real inner work. And one thing I realize that really shifts people extremely fast is when you awaken the wealth within them. And wealth isn't about money, that's just a tiny, tiny bit of it. The wealth is love, is relationship, is pleasure, is passion, is purpose, is the wealth is everything you are within. And the embodiment is absolutely the missing piece for so many people. It was for me. It was absolutely the missing piece. I was doing all this external work and, and inner work and healing, and I wasn't afraid to go deep. Because I had so much passion to understand, and I realized that this is my true remembrance of who I've been in so many lifetimes. The breaking point for me, you might remember that theme, the childhood theme, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. We used to love that nursery rhyme. We laughed at it as kids. But the truth is, Humpty is the human heart when life fractures. The wall is the versions of ourselves we perform for the world. The fall is the moment that performance cannot hold you anymore. And the king's horses and the king's men, they're all the things we reach for outside of ourselves. The expert, the lovers, the programs, the pills, the coaches, the quick fixes, the hey, activate your soul blueprint shit. But the truth I learned the hard way. No one can rescue you from you but you. The same power that breaks you open is the power that remakes you. from the inside out. From the inside out. So, a little bit about my story. I grew up in scarcity, chaos, struggle, victim. We were extremely happy with lots of love, but we were very, very, very poor. I mean, I remember us sitting opening a can of baked beans for dinner, that sort of thing. I never, I never felt like I wanted for anything, but I never had anything. I used to get my brother's hand-me-downs, especially his school uniform, which, as you can imagine, is extremely uncomfortable when a male school uniform is pants and a girl's is a dress or skirt. But, I became high functioning success on paper, running six and seven figure businesses, living in Bali, traveling the world. But inside, I was hollow. I was disconnected. I was outsourcing my worth constantly, constantly outsourcing my worth. I was looking outward for glue, the right relationship, the right coach, the right healer. Every time the crack shone through, the turn didn't come as a big headline. It came as a quiet decision. I chose radical responsibility for everything in my life and everything not in my life. And I stopped separating myself, disconnecting from myself, leaving myself. I stopped searching for other people to fix me, just like Humpty Dumpty. I knew it was an inside job. I knew that I was the only person. I met my body, my breath, my nervous system, the cells that remembered my healed stories. I picked up the fragments I had abandoned, one piece at a time. I delved into my sexual trauma. I delved into my abandonment and I went fucking head on. I started calling bits of myself home. I stopped calling myself broken. I realized I was in a cage from all the stories and the limiting belief and the things that I told myself. And I was safe in this cage. I was unbelievably safe. I really, really was. And I spent probably 10 years doing, 10 to 12 years doing some deep, deep work. And then I met a a woman that introduced me because I'd done so much plant medicine. Well, not so much. I'd done a lot of plant medicine. I'd done the grandfather, the grandmother, ayahuasca. I'd done the toad. I'd done all these different things, but nothing really settled within me. Nothing cracked me open to really allow me to go back to the point of my creation and see it all, see it all. And then I came across suicide in medicine and it cracked me wide open. No stone was left unturned. And I believe that you find things at just the right moment, at just the right time. And I sat and I did 5 hero doses, well, actually 5 or 6, within the space of about 3 months. And I left no stone unturned. I left nothing hiding behind anything. I saw my loops. I saw the threads, the ancestral patterns, my past lives. I stayed with them all. And the trauma became an experience I could finish, not a sentence I had to live inside, because trauma is just an experience that isn't completed. And I felt it all in my body and I allowed it. And one of the biggest things I did when I was ready in the last journey was my forgiveness, was the forgiveness on me, the forgiveness of understanding as we do that we're doing the best with what we've been given. But if we're not evolving, we're dying. If we're not moving forward, then we're just stagnant. We're back in that cage and we're in our safety space. So what I realized is one of the biggest aspects to life is to open yourself up and to take radical responsibility for everything in your life and everything not, to have a look at what you really need to look at, to not be afraid to go into those the dark shadows, if you want to call them, because that is where the magic is. Oh my God, like it is where you will really see the things that you need to see within your life. And it doesn't have to be messy. It doesn't have to be this, it can really be a beautiful space if you are held in the most divine way so you can discover who you are. You can bring back the fragments of yourself that you've left behind. You can have no separation in your world. You can really stand up and be whole. And you realize that nothing's external. God is within you, source is within you, universe is within you, everything is within you. Nothing is external. We are all part of it. And when I went back to the point of my creation, I saw it all. And it was so beautiful. And then I embodied it, but because that was the part that I kept being in a loop and not completing the cycle, was that I realized that I wasn't embodying who I was. I was constantly searching and seeking for the answers when it's all in here. Your heart is your true mind. Your heart is your true mind. And we're going to delve so much into this beautiful thing. We're really going to delve into so many places because from the place that I have, oh, sorry to talk. From that place, everything shifted. I attuned more. I performed less. I built capacity in my body instead of painting over cracks with mindset alone. I made wealth an embodied state, not a number that proved I was enough. There's a difference between soul money and ego money, and I really embodied the soul. I became someone who can hold more life without abandoning herself. And here's the thing. The pieces of me never fit back into the old shell. They form a new design, a stronger, a truer, a more real me. So, my mission is to awaken souls into their true frequency, to guide you into embodiment, to really move you into wealth consciousness, to unlock the codes that are within you that will really understand and set you free into your world. The wholeness, so you no longer outsource your power, but claim yourself fully. For years, I was known as the Oracle of the Body because my work began with helping people listen to their body's wisdom and complete the stories stored in their cells. And that's really expanded for me. And today, as an awakened wealth and embodiment mentor, I still honor the body of the Oracle, but now I weave it into my work, into the frequency, into the energetic space, into the higher dimensional realms, while staying grounded in our human body. This human body is beautiful. And when you can learn to really awaken the codes within and integrate it into a really space within you that you are whole, everything shifts. Everything becomes easier, more fluent, flowing. So, my vision is a world where women and men are deeply anchored in their bodies, attuned to their souls, and liberated in their wealth. A world where we stop chasing fixes, we stop abandoning ourselves, and instead live from presence, from devotion, and in alignment. Oof. A world where communities like this sanctuary, ripple out and create a global web of embodiment, awakened, and wealthy humans. You remember, wealthy is not just money. Wealthy is a whole aspect, which we're going to delve so deeply into this space. Because when you just focus on money, you cannot build a firm foundation. It will crack. So why this sanctuary exists? The inner sanctuary is my way of giving back. And I explained a little bit about it at the start. It's a taste of what I do in my private work, but I'm opening it up wider as a free transmission. The sanctuary we're going to is yeah, the sanctuary is really built on my 5 pillars. And my 5 pillars is body, which is regulation, rhythm, and embodiment, mind, which is shifting those stories and breaking those loops and expanding your possibility, heart, which is compassion, connection, and community, and your real mind, soul, which is attuning to your unique frequency. Everybody has their own unique frequency. And when you tune to that, you're in truth, and then you stop outsourcing. Wealth, which is prosperity in all forms, money, freedom, vitality, joy. So you in here you'll find master classes. We're going to be doing live Oracle transmissions and any updates because I love delving into just the fun of doing the Oracle transmissions. I don't like going too deep or forward, so I don't like going too forward because we can change our world in an instant. I like to give you the gift of what your higher self wants to tell you right now, which flows through me to you, which is you, because I'm a version of you. Wealth resets, embodiment practice, community connection. But more than that, this is a real living frequency field, a place for you to land, a safe space, because this is what I didn't have. A space for you to be able to take a breath, be able to share what's moving within you, to be able to get guidance and help, to remember you're not broken, and for us to rise together. It's going to be so super juicy. So I'm going to be coming on here quite a lot now, especially once I fix my live. My live on my personal page does not work. It hasn't worked for 2 years. My new page I didn't work either. So I come through on my team, Leisa Tindal page, and that's where I'll be showing up in here. So when you see that, it's me. So I'm not going to be tagging, I'm not going to be sharing with everybody. I don't believe in that bullshit. I believe in if you need to see what I do, then you will see it. If you do want to really set it that I want to see what's happening inside the space, then set your following to see all or however you want to delve into it. I will be announcing the master classes a couple of weeks beforehand because I will be inviting other people into the group. And most of it I'll be doing that as well. So you will get, if you're not following me on my Facebook page, Leisa Tindal, then make sure you do. And feel free to invite anybody that you feel would like to be in this space because it's going to be such a beautiful space of eventually it's not just going to be me either. It's not just going to be me. It's going to be so many other people that are going to be leading and coming in here and sharing their medicine. It's going to be very, very expansive. So, sorry. Sorry, my phone just went off. So I think that's it. I'm really excited for this space. Also, there's going to be a Q&A thread that I've talked about yesterday. So if there's anything that you want or need or or desire help, guidance, however you want to word it, pop it in that space because this is your community for you to be able to really awaken yourself and remember who you are and move into a space of power and purpose and passion and all those blah, blah, blah words. But really, this is a place for you to feel safe, to land, and to come home. To come home. We're all so different. And when you really attune to your unique frequency of love, joy, remembrance, oh my God, everything will shift. So thank you for being here. I'd love to hear, if there's anything that you need right now, and I will be songs are going off. I was starting to share the next level of what we're going to be doing moving forward. So you can put it in your diary and you can share if you desire with other people. I'm sending you all so much love.